Rhea Ripley returned to WWE Raw last night. The Eradicator was sidelined by Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez following a backstage attack on NXT last month. Although the bitter rivals are now set to compete against each other in the Women's War Games match at the Survivor Series, War Games PLE, the Nightmare may have other plans up her sleeve. On the November 4th, 2024 edition of WWE Raw, Io Sky emerged victorious in a women's battle royal to become the #1 contender for Liv Morgan's Women's World Championship. However, their title match has been put on hold for now, as they are set to compete against each other in the upcoming Women's War Games match. The former WWE Women's Champion will be joined by Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi, while the champion will have the support of Raquel Rodriguez, Candice LeRae, Nia Jax, and Tiffany Stratton. While this is certainly a big match, the Eradicator might already be looking ahead to the aforementioned title match. After the Women's War Games match, Rhea can decide to get involved in the Women's World Championship match between Morgan and Sky and help the damaged CTRL member to become world champion again. In this way, Ripley would get major leverage against Liv before their eventual rematch, with a possible stipulation included. Both women are already at a stage in their respective careers where they don't need a championship to elevate their status, let alone their characters, as they are already well known by many. By removing the gold from their feud, Morgan and Ripley can focus more on their history and make their rematch more personal. However, this is speculative at this point. Many fans were happy to see Rhea Ripley return to television last night. However, Vince Russo wasn't the biggest fan of the Nightmare's shocking return. In an episode of Sportskeeda Wrestling's Legion of Raw, Vince Russo expressed that he felt like WWE just put all the women together to brawl for an easy and simple way to build for War Games. It will be interesting to see what will happen next between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley on WWE Raw. Rhea Ripley, one of WWE's most dominant and compelling stars, has established herself as a game changer in the wrestling world. As a member of the Judgment Day faction, Ripley has consistently proven that she's more than just a top-tier women's champion. She's a force that can alter the course of WWE history. With her influence growing, recent hints and fan speculation suggest that she might soon play a pivotal role in engineering a massive title change, one that could help a former world champion regain their spot at the top of the roster. Could Rhea Ripley's cunning and dominance shift the balance of power in WWE once again? Let's explore the possibilities of this intriguing twist. Rhea Ripley's meteoric rise has been a fascinating watch. As the mommy of the Judgment Day faction, she's become a master manipulator, expertly orchestrating chaos for her own benefit and that of her allies. Her influence extends far beyond the women's division, as she's been instrumental in shaping the Judgment Day's path to dominance across all WWE brands. Her recent involvement in high-profile storylines has sparked speculation that she may soon turn her attention to the world title scene, this time not for herself, but for a male counterpart. Ripley has already demonstrated her willingness to blur the lines of traditional wrestling roles. She's interfered in men's matches, struck male superstars, and shown no fear in mixing it up with anyone, regardless of gender. Now, whispers backstage suggest that Ripley may have her sights set on helping a former world champion reclaim the spotlight. The identity of the former world champion Ripley might help is key to understanding the potential twist. Several names have been floated, each with a compelling case. Drew McIntyre. McIntyre has been in a complex position recently. After failing to recapture the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, his character has displayed a more ruthless, frustrated side. Aligning with Ripley and the Judgment Day could mark a full-blown heel turn for McIntyre, giving him a much-needed edge. With Ripley as his strategist, McIntyre could become an unstoppable force, regaining the title he once carried with pride. Finn Balor. Balor, a fellow member of the Judgment Day, has been flirting with redemption since losing to Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. Ripley could easily manipulate the situation to ensure Balor finally gets his revenge and reclaims World Championship gold. This would solidify her role as the true mastermind of the faction and deepen the group's dominance. Seth Rollins. While Rollins is currently the reigning World Heavyweight Champion, WWE has often played with the idea of allies turning against each other. If Ripley were to align with a new powerhouse, she could orchestrate a shocking betrayal of Rollins, leading to his downfall and the rise of a new champion. Randy Orton. Rumors of Randy Orton's return have been swirling, and aligning him with Ripley would be a bold move. Orton has always thrived in chaotic, villainous roles, and having Ripley in his corner could add a fresh dynamic to his character. If Ripley were to help orchestrate a massive title change, it wouldn't be the first time she's intervened in high-stakes matches. Her track record suggests she's willing to go to any lengths to secure victory for her allies. Here are a few ways this storyline could unfold. 1. Interference in a title match. Ripley could directly interfere in a championship match, using her cunning and physicality to turn the tide. Whether it's distracting the referee, delivering a low blow, or attacking an opponent outright, Ripley's presence would add an unpredictable element to the match. 2. Forming a new alliance. If Ripley were to recruit a former world champion into the Judgment Day, she could position herself as their manager and strategist. This alliance would give Ripley even more control over the title scene and allow her to dictate the narrative of WWE's main event picture. 3. A surprise turn. WWE thrives on shocking betrayals and alliances. Ripley could help a current champion retain their title, only to turn on them later and align with their opponent. The shock value alone would create buzz and cement Ripley as one of WWE's most unpredictable characters. 4. Psychological warfare. Ripley is as much a psychological threat as she is a physical one. She could play mind games with a champion, using her words and actions to sow doubt and fear, ultimately leading to their downfall. If Ripley were to orchestrate a massive title change, it would have far-reaching consequences for WWE. Elevating the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day has already become one of WWE's most dominant factions, but adding a world championship to their collection would solidify their status as the most powerful group in WWE. Reinvigorating the former champion. Helping a former world champion reclaim their title would not only elevate Ripley's standing, but also breathe new life into the career of the wrestler in question. This could lead to fresh storylines and rivalries, keeping the product exciting and unpredictable. Setting up future feuds. Ripley's involvement in the title scene would create new opportunities for feuds. Champions and challengers alike would have to contend with her influence, adding layers to WWE's storytelling. Breaking traditional barriers. Ripley's role in a world title storyline would continue to break down the traditional barriers of WWE's men's and women's divisions. It would further establish her as a trailblazer, opening the door for more cross-gender interactions in the future. Unsurprisingly, the idea of Ripley causing a massive title change has generated significant buzz among fans. Social media has been ablaze with speculation, with many praising the potential twist as a bold and innovative move. Rhea Ripley isn't just the future of WWE, she's the now. If she helps Drew or Finn win the title, it'll be legendary. Imagine Ripley and Orton together. The Viper and Mommy would destroy everyone in their path. WWE has something special with Ripley. She can do it all: wrestle, talk, manipulate. This storyline could be her masterpiece. Of course, not everyone is on board. Some fans worry that involving Ripley in the men's title scene could overshadow her dominance in the women's division. Others fear it might dilute the impact of the eventual champion if they rely too heavily on outside interference. Rhea Ripley's involvement in a massive title change could be a defining moment in WWE history. Whether she's helping a former champion reclaim their glory, forming a new alliance, or simply continuing to assert her dominance, the potential twist has the makings of an unforgettable storyline. Triple H and WWE's creative team have a golden opportunity to capitalize on Ripley's star power and redefine what's possible in professional wrestling. If executed correctly, this storyline could elevate everyone involved and leave a lasting impact on WWE's legacy. As the speculation continues, one thing is certain: when Rhea Ripley is involved, chaos isn't just a possibility, it's a guarantee. Fans will be watching closely, ready to see how Mommy shakes up WWE's world once again.